right, I had to show you this. Hold on a sec. So, this is super cool. So this is, here I am. I'm outside, nature and parks, Montana, building a sort of countertop for my van. Gonna go inside my van, back in there somewhere. And so I did this all, and I'm running a power tool, and I did this all with solar. And I'll show you a little bit about my system and what I've done and all the tools I've tested. So this is the third day. I'm cutting plywood that's gonna wrap around this. So 2 days ago, I basically built this. That will be like the top, the countertop. This will be the front. It's gonna have kind of rounded corners. And the challenge is gonna be, so after I cut this piece out that will wrap around it, I'll try kerf cuts in it. Like shallow cuts to help it bend. This isn't the same. So I'll show you, I did it once before. Well, this isn't too much. See that? How that's got rounded corners on it? So that's what I'm going for. But this wood's a little bit different. It's a little bit thicker than what I did before. So, but it's also amazing because I'm doing this. So the tools I've used, I used that skill saw right there. And I used that sander, and I used a jigsaw. All with this solar system, which is like, it kind of blows my mind. Like, started with an idea, like, okay, I want to be able to use my solar system. First started with these, and we'll talk about what these are in another video on this cart I built. But I also wanted to be able to build stuff on the road, and it's possible. Really amazing. So my first day, I did all the cuts on this wood using the skill saw, jigsaw, and yesterday I just did some sanding and there were like some, you can kind of see down here, there were like gaps and stuff. Like some of these cuts weren't super, it's a little bit tougher, like cutting stuff on the road. Like you don't have, like this is a picnic table in a park basically. Yeah, please pack it in, pack it out. Not the most, now I got this picnic table is better. It's not super flat, which isn't great for the cuts. I've got kerf cuts I'm gonna do, but anyways, it works. My first day, I pretty much just like cut on my bumper here and this, and it's just amazing. It blows my mind. So how did I do it? Well, if you watch my last two videos I posted about solar, the first one was like, I was like, man, this is like so difficult, and like kind of what's the purpose of all this? But we made progress. In my second video, I kind of showed it, but this time I wanted to show you it actually working. Like this is not a generator. So that right there is a inverter. It's a Gyondal, I'm not sure how to pronounce it, inverter. So this extension cord, so you see, here you go, skill saw, oops, sorry. Skill saw is attached to the extension cord. Extension cord goes back, you can see it, that's a power strip there, running there, and it goes back to the inverter. And so this inverter, I've used it with that other plug next to the power strip plug, is just for charging a cell phone, and it works good. It charges way faster than, like, I also have up front, I got a cigarette car, a lighter, and I'll charge my phone with that sometimes, and this is way faster than the USB car lighter, USB charger thing. And so here, I'll show it again. Some of you have already seen this, but I'll show this to those. And it's a laundry day. We're drying some stuff. This weather's so dry, so it's gonna dry out super fast. And things are a little bit in disarray, but I'll show you. So this is our little solar box we made. That doesn't really light up. I don't quite know the light, so it's upside down. I'll try to get it so it's kind of hard to see, but that's what it is. 2,000 watt inverter with like 4,100 peak surge power. Now, okay, so the battery monitor says we're at 100% and 198 amp hours. So that amp hours, it can go to 200 max. I don't know, like, so, and those are 2 Li-time lithium ion 100 amp hour batteries. Renogy DC to DC 50 amp DC to DC charger with MPT. Some bus bars. There's a fuse block. I think it's like Blue Sea or something. Works fine. They're never gonna answer your emails though, if you ask and have a question. And that's also a Renogy battery shunt that attaches to the battery monitor up there. There's a bunch of A&L fuses in here. So this took me doing all this wiring and stuff, these fuses, took me 2 months. Like 2 months, more or less, working on it full time. Here's a little battery, how you turn on the inverter. So I've only seen this actually drop to 180. I'm not even sure the battery monitor, have I seen it go below where it says 100%? I can't remember that, but I know the amp hours, I've seen it as low as, I think 183. And that was like after like, maybe yesterday, like using the sander a lot, or the day, I can't remember which day it was, or the day before when I made a lot of cuts, and I think it might have been yesterday. I did a lot of sanding. I like sanded for like a couple hours. So that's what's going on here. And then, like, you saw my first videos, like this panel was down, all the wiring. So that's a light switch to those lights, 4 puck lights. There is, I did wiring from a toggle switch to a fan. The fan, all these things like the lights and the fans, they all connect to that fuse block. And there's another set of little mini fans. This area I'm gonna have, so that counter I'm making right now is gonna go right in here. It's gonna go right down in there. And that's like, this is gonna be kind of a somewhat humid area, perhaps, because I'm gonna make a little kind of bathing shower area here. Counter there. And then maybe like a closet, kind of mini closet here. And those fans there, computer fans, are all computer fans. Those are 3-inch, 2 3-inch ones. Those are like super mini, like just over maybe like 1.5 inches or something. There's 2 of them right there side by side. Looking at the back of them, I can open that vent and turn those on. But basically, this video, I don't want to try to make it too long, so I made the last one like 40 minutes long or something. But and there's a solar panel Took me 2 months to hook all this up. Like I said in another video, there's easier ways to maybe do this, but this is a pretty custom way. And like I use the internet. Kind of went slow and just tried to do stuff right. I did all these connections. I crimped and cut all these wires and heat shrunk them and everything. And it takes time. It took me 2 months to do all this, but some stuff I started, like that doesn't include building this box. I built this box last year. Not that fuse, I did that this year within those 2 months, but the solar panel I put on the roof last year. It's up here. It's like maybe close to 6 feet long. It's 200 watt. Like I said, 200 watts. And it's one panel I thought I would need. I haven't tried it with this. This is my turntable setup. These are turntables under here. There's 2 of them. Got a DJ scratch and stuff. I don't got it hooked up yet, but I think these. The real test, because this was my original why I wanted power and solar, was for these. But I think, as I understand it, these are going to consume less power than, say, a skill saw would. So I'm pretty stoked. I can't believe this all works. And now I'm going to try to make some kerf cuts in that piece of wood. Cut that long piece off that already started. And then kerf cuts, we're going to soak it. There's a crate down there. After we make the kerf cuts on 2 corners of that, we're going to soak it in the water, and then we're going to try to wrap it around it, glue it, and screw it. So that's that. That's my experience. If you have any questions or if I forgot something, I'll put it in the comments. All the stuff I used, all these things I used, I can put them down in the description. And yeah, so that's my 2 cents on that. Mrs. Ian saying so long, peace.